What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian and I'm here today with what should be a really fun one. I've got a pack here, I've been sitting on it for a couple months, and as my friend Scott would say, it is a bag of Provenance. This is actually a pack that is from JB Outside, and it's a crummy day outside here in Northern California, so we're actually going to take this opportunity to do something a little bit different. In honor of JB Outside, we're actually going to take this pack outside. So this is going to be just a get this pack open, and then I'm going to put it through its paces for the day, and I'll return at the end with my overall impressions. So let's just jump straight into it. Funny enough, I am using a triple Aught design knife to open this box because this is a triple Aught design pack. And whoo, my goodness, it is gorgeous. So this is a triple Aught design LITESPEED. It is an armory build, meaning the purchaser, in this case JB Outside, got to specify some customizations with respect to the configuration. And I actually remember watching the JB Outside video of this pack and thinking, man, that is a really beautiful pack. It is a really nice cut of multicam tropic. Now, if you've watched this channel, you know I am a sucker for multicam tropic. I actually had my personal arch build made using multicam tropic. So I've got a soft spot in my heart for this particular camo. And I remember just thinking this pack is beautiful. So when the opportunity came up for me to purchase it from JB, I leaped at the chance. And here it is. So Tad Fast Pack LITESPEED. This is a pretty straightforward pack. So again, I'm not going to go over all of it right from the start. This particular build was about $400 brand new, and it's seen some light use from JB. I see a couple little abrasions, nothing really serious. It's in excellent condition. This one, being an armory build, has this extra pocket in the front, which goes all the way to the bottom. That is a huge selling point for me personally. A lot of older LITESPEEDs do not have this bottom pocket. Plus we have 3 rows of MOLLE, which is really nice for attaching additional accessories if we want to do that. Nice Velcro loop field up top. Another pocket that goes about halfway. He included a JB Outside patch. Very nice. Thank you very much, JB. And then we actually have some other internal organization up here, which I honestly did not expect. So couple little pockets and pen holders, nothing major. Overall, I expect this pack to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but very durable and very rugged, so hopefully a really good pack for everyday carry. Now, the other big difference with the armory build and this kind of later iteration of LITESPEED is the strap is actually sewn in at the back here. So I've had a couple other packs from Triple Aught Design, a Fast Pack Scout, where the strap is actually completely disconnected from the backpack. It's just the webbing that holds it in place. So I much prefer this particular design. I think it's going to be a lot more usable and comfortable. And it's kind of one of those things where most pack builders just do that. So it took a while for Triple Aught Design to get around to it, but now they have. The straps are also a little bit thicker. The foam is very thick and reasonably soft, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a comfortable pack. Let's jump into the main compartment because, again, this is pretty straightforward. It's 500D Kadura in Multicam Tropic. I love that the Multicam Tropic carries through to this back panel. That's super cool. It's just one giant main compartment. There's no laptop sleeve or anything like that. And then we have 2 pockets on the back side of the front, very similar in size to the front layout, actually a little different. The height of the front starts right there on the lower pocket. On the inside it starts right there, so about 2 inches shorter. And that's kind of it. So Couple things I want to do before I take off for the day. I've got a couple accessories that some buddies have sold me. And so Scott in particular, let's get this guy open. All right, so right here we have a triple Aught design control panel, and this is actually designed to work with the fasteners in the back of this pack, so it's a very modular setup. And there's kind of two options here. So we have one with a couple of pockets that are mesh. We've got at the top a kind of plastic frame sheet to give this thing some structure. And on the back side, this is a VX21, I believe, material X-Pack. And we've got a whole bunch of moly. So not sure which setup I want to go with. Long term, I think I would want to go with the moly for giving me more optionality for hanging stuff off of this. But basically today, I'm gonna kit this out the way that I like, try it out, and then come back with some closing thoughts. So, not gonna worry about setting that up right this second. The other thing I've got here, we have a matching triple Aught design patch in Multicam Tropic, and I think that's just gonna kind of make this setup a little bit more complete. So, let's go ahead and throw that on. There we go, that looks pretty good. And then I also have two triple Aught design booster pods in a VX42. Again, shout out to Scott, thank you for that. So I think that's it for this part of the video. Let's go adventure, and I'll see you at the end of the day.
Straight down. Oh my gosh! What was that?
Right, correct me if I'm wrong, you taught this in a one-on-one with Louise, and basically, you just said to Louise, like,
Let's go. So high.
What's up, everyone? I am back from a wonderful afternoon out with the family, my daughter Lana, and this pack. We went to a brunch, we got some chicken and waffles, we went to a local park that's kind of out in the woods, and I've got to really put this through its paces, and I've definitely got some insights as a result. So first of all, if you've seen some of the other packs, you know this one is not nearly as fully featured as many of the other ones I look at. The main compartment is unlined, just a single giant open area, no laptop sleeve, no real protection to speak of. This pack does not sit flat, and it's one of those things where, objectively speaking, from a feature perspective at the price point, you would say it feels lacking, but it's honestly one of my favorites in terms of how it looks. I think it just looks beautiful. So this is challenging. It wasn't the most functional, it wasn't the most easy to use, but I still really, really like it. So loaded out, it came out to about 9.5 pounds. A good portion of that is the camera equipment that I'm actually filming with right now. Let's just take a look at what I brought. And honestly, this is a practical review because this is how I would actually use the pack. So I'm not going to load it up with everything in the kitchen sink. I'm just going to take what I need. In the front top pocket, I've got a charging cable, a pocket knife, an EpiPen. In the bottom front pocket, I've got an emergency diaper and some wipes. We've got the hero clip. We're gonna completely take everything off so we can get a weight for this pack. Into the main compartment. And you know, I will say it was really refreshing to actually use a pack that's 500D Kadura as opposed to X-Pack, because the material is a little bit more pliable, and JB actually built this as a hiking bag, so he didn't want it to actually be waterproof, and as a result the zippers are actually a lot smoother. So reverse coil zippers that are not aqua guarded are actually quite nice to use, especially when they're nice and large. Overall, everything about this pack, even though it's simple, is really overbuilt. It's built like a tank. So I've got a power block, an extra battery for my camera, my trusty camera cube, and that's pretty much it. So I did load in the control panel at the back. As you can see, the pack is unlined. I didn't use the control panel for anything, but I am just gonna leave it in there. Let's actually check out how much this pack weighs. 3 pounds, 9.3 ounces. So I added about 6 extra pounds to my walk, and overall it was quite comfortable. So let me actually move this out of the way and show you a couple things. Just a quick extra feature before I forget, this pack does have a hydration port up here hidden underneath a Hypalon panel. And in terms of being noteworthy, this pack is just seriously overbuilt, especially when it comes to the straps. So funny enough, I'm actually wearing a triple Aught design hoodie, I think a Ranger Battle Mode hoodie that I picked up at the warehouse sale, and it complements this pack quite nicely. When I set this pack up, I adjusted the sternum strap. I noticed just how burly this entire setup is. I mean, it really dwarfs everything else in comparison from a strap perspective. If you look at this, they have 1-inch webbing for the sternum strap, but beneath that, they actually have kind of, I don't know, 1.5-inch webbing that's kind of tacked in at finer points, finer locations as kind of an extra support for this strap. I mean, it's crazy overbuilt. This sternum strap, look at this. This is a 1-inch sternum strap, and look at the clips. So they have the clips which go on extra webbing that's sitting on the front, and then they actually wrap the webbing around the sides. So not only does it clip into the webbing up top, it actually secures in around the entire strap on both sides. This is the most nutty sternum strap I've ever seen in my life, and I am here for it. It's fantastic. So these straps, they're overbuilt. This pack feels like it was built to seriously carry some weight. I mean, I think I could load this up to like 40, 50 pounds, and this harness system is gonna be perfectly fine. That's how overbuilt it is. Which is why it's funny that I basically bought a pack that's meant to go to war, and I'm taking it to get chicken and waffles. But you know what? That's the reality of the world that I live in. And I suspect that's actually the reality for many of you out there watching this as well. Overall, very nice straps, very nice cushiony foam backing. This pack, when I first put it on, didn't necessarily feel the most comfortable, but using it out and about, there is so much foam in the straps and so much foam in the back that it just completely insulates the pack from you. So really a joy to use out and about. Overall, this is one of those packs that just kind of gets under your skin. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, a big part of it is the Multicam Tropic. A big part of it is actually the profile. The profile of this is just very sleek, it's very racy. The dimensions are cut such that, you know, the pack gets slimmer at the top, not only from the front view, but also from the side view. And it also has the bottom, so, you know, it kind of looks like a race car of a pack. And that actually takes away from its functionality. It actually makes it a little bit less usable, but it also allows it to get under my skin in a way where if I was just judging this on features alone, I would probably move on from it. But having taken it out and about, looking at it in the real world, this pack just has kind of a place in my heart already, as it were. So I don't think it's the type of thing I'm gonna use for everything or all the time, but it is the type of thing that I can't actually see letting go from my closet. And I think that's all I've got. So what do you think about this pack? Do you have a triple Aught design pack? Do you have a LITESPEED? How do you like it? I want to hear from you, and I want to say a huge thank you to JB Outside for getting me this pack at an awesome price. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more about this pack, go ahead and check out JB's channel where he reviews, again, this exact pack. And I think that's it. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one soon.